10 animals with unbelievable superpowers. If a human had any of these powers, we'd call them a superhero, capes included. Maybe a theme song too. But these 10 animals just have them. No lab accident, no radioactive spider bite, no secret origin story. They were just born this way, and they don't even know how lucky they are. One of these animals has literally been launched into space and came back like it was nothing. That one is coming right at the very end. Let's count down the 10 wildest animal superpowers on planet Earth, and it gets crazier with almost every single one. Number 10. Mantis shrimp, the puncher. This is the single most dangerous punch in the animal kingdom. The mantis shrimp swings its claw so fast, the water around it actually boils for a split second. The strike barely even has to land. The shock wave alone can crack open a shell or stun a crab before contact happens. Scientists compare the speed of this punch to a fired bullet. Divers call this creature the thumb splitter. Captive ones have cracked aquarium glass with a single punch. Its eyes see colors humans can't even picture, including ultraviolet and polarized light most animals can't detect at all. Human eyes work with just 3 color receptors, and this creature blows straight past that. But speed isn't the only wild trick on this list. Number 9 can climb straight up glass. Number 9. Gecko, the wall walker. A gecko can run straight up a pane of glass and hang upside down from a ceiling without ever slipping. No glue, no suction cups. Each foot is covered in millions of microscopic hairs, and every single one of those hairs splits into even smaller points. This creates insane surface contact, using a weak molecular force instead of any sticky substance. A single gecko foot could theoretically support far more than the animal's entire body weight. Scientists have studied this exact system for years, trying to build climbing gear based on the same idea. And it can release that grip instantly to sprint away the moment danger shows up. No peeling or struggling required. Number 8 can smell something buried underground before it ever sees it. Number 8. Anteater, the super sniffer. An anteater's sense of smell is so sharp, it can detect a termite colony buried underground before it even sees a single insect on the surface. Once it locates the nest, those thick curved claws rip the mound wide open. A long, sticky tongue flicks in and out dozens of times every minute, scooping up thousands of termites in one sitting. It usually won't destroy the whole colony in one visit either. It eats just enough, then moves on, so the colony can rebuild and become a meal again later, basically farming without even knowing it. An anteater has no teeth at all, so this entire hunting method depends completely on smell, speed, and that long, relentless tongue doing all the real work. Number 7. Never fully falls asleep. Number 7. Dolphin, the half-asleep genius. Sleeping in open water full of predators sounds dangerous, and it is, unless you're a dolphin. Dolphins evolved a trick called unihemispheric sleep. Only half of the brain rests at a time, while the other half stays fully alert. One eye even stays open the whole night, watching for danger. This lets a dolphin keep swimming, keep breathing, and keep guarding itself against sharks without ever fully losing consciousness. Newborn calves and their mothers barely sleep at all for the first few weeks of life, staying alert together. Each side of the brain takes its turn resting throughout the day, which means a dolphin technically never fully loses consciousness even once. Number 6. Shrugs off cold that would put anything else into shock. Number 6. Wolverine, the Unfreezable. Deep cold that would send most predators into shock barely slows a wolverine down. Its thick, oily fur resists frost and shrugs off moisture, keeping it warm in brutal Arctic conditions. Its jaws are strong enough to crush frozen bone marrow other predators simply can't get through. A wolverine has even been known to take down prey many times its own size, like a moose struggling through deep snow. Early explorers feared this animal so much, they gave it a reputation for pure ferocity that still follows it today. A wolverine can also smell food buried deep under several feet of snow, which is exactly how it finds carcasses frozen solid through an entire brutal winter. Number 5. Hunts using nothing but sound. Number 5. Bat, the Sonar Navigator. Total darkness is not a problem for a bat. It flies through pitch-black caves and forests using sound instead of sight. It sends out hundreds of calls every second, then reads the echoes bouncing back off everything around it. From those echoes alone, a bat can tell how big an object is, how far away it is, and even what texture it has. Some bats can pinpoint a single moth flying erratically through the night sky using nothing but this sound map. Fish hunting bats can even detect tiny ripples on the surface of water to catch prey swimming just below. A bat can even adjust the pitch and speed of its calls the closer it gets to a target, locking on tighter right before the final catch. Number 4. Can vanish instantly. Number 4. Octopus, the shapeshifter. In the blink of an eye, an octopus can completely transform how it looks. Special cells in its skin let it shift color almost instantly. Separate muscles let it change the actual texture of its skin. Bumpy, smooth, spiky, or flat. Put those two together, and an octopus can vanish into a coral reef, a sandy seafloor, or a jagged rock without moving an inch. It's not just for hiding either. It also uses this disguise to sneak up on prey. Strangely enough, octopuses are colorblind, yet somehow they still match the exact colors around them every time. Some scientists believe an octopus can actually sense light directly through its own skin, which might explain how it pulls this trick off. Number 3. Could carry your car down the street. Number 3. Ant, the strongman. One tiny ant can lift and carry more than 50 times its own body weight. Scale that up to a human being, and that means casually picking up a car and strolling off down the street like it weighs nothing. Leafcutter ants take it even further, hauling leaves many times heavier than their own bodies back to the nest. And they don't even need to do it alone. Ants link their bodies together to form bridges over gaps. They build living rafts to survive floods. One ant is strong. An entire colony working together is basically unstoppable. Some colonies can even move an entire dead animal many times their combined weight back to the nest, piece by piece, using nothing but teamwork. Number 2. Can stun a horse with its own body. Number 2. Electric eel, the living battery. Despite the name, this animal isn't even a true eel. What it is a living power plant. Its body is packed with special cells that generate electricity on command. A strong jolt from an electric eel can be powerful enough to stun a horse standing in shallow water. It doesn't just use this to attack either. Lower voltage pulses work like a built-in radar system, helping it navigate murky water and find prey hiding nearby. When it's ready to strike, it can curl its body around a threat to double the force of the shock. Some electric eels even leap partway out of the water to shock a threat directly, making sure the full jolt lands right where it counts. But none of that compares to what's coming at number 1. Number 1. Tardigrade, the survivor. Meet the toughest creature on the planet, and it's barely visible to the naked eye. The tardigrade can survive being frozen solid for years and just wake back up like nothing happened. It can survive being boiled. It can survive being dried out until almost every drop of water leaves its body, then rehydrate and keep living. It can handle crushing pressure at the bottom of the ocean. It can even survive being blasted with radiation that would kill almost anything else instantly. Scientists sent tardigrades into the vacuum of outer space with zero protection. They came back alive. This creature has outlived mass extinctions and could probably outlive us too. You can find tardigrades almost anywhere on the planet. They live in wet moss in your own backyard. They live in hot springs. They live near the tops of frozen mountains and deep at the bottom of the ocean floor. Nature already invented superheroes. It just forgot to hand out the capes. Which one of these powers would you want for yourself? Would you rather punch like the mantis shrimp or survive literally anything like the tardigrade? Drop your pick in the comments and tell me which animal you'd want swapping places with for just one single day.